Welcome to the Essentials of Raj Yoga, brought to you by the Brahma Kumaris. This presentation gives you answers to the most basic and intriguing questions which have concerned humanity since before recorded history. Who am I? What am I? What is human consciousness? What is our true identity? And how can we reconnect with our true or higher self? Let us explore this first.
When we look into the mirror, we see our face simply reflecting back to us. The colors of the self come alive. Peace, love, happiness, and the feeling of fortune flow into our consciousness. They are no longer beyond our reach, but the tangible and real nature of each of us. Throughout the day, take moments to remember and feel again what it's like simply just to be a pure and peaceful soul.
Now it is clear that we are all souls. Each answer opens up new questions. We know that we are pure, peaceful, eternal souls, but where do we come from? And where do we go when our time here on earth is completed? How can we think about our continuity?
is important to know our own selves truly. And it is also very important to know what lies beyond our familiar universe and reach the world of our origins. Science has told us about our galaxy and the stars. But beyond this is another region outside the range of science. We can go there with our understanding and experience it through our minds. Discipline, but a very simple practice. It is just a matter of awareness and recalling an ancient memory, returning to the time when we were there, shining in perfect peace. This remembrance is yoga. We souls used to float in luminous space like stars, silently and peacefully. All we have to do is think about this state of being. Even though we are here in our bodies, we can feel that ancient and profound silence. Astronauts have wondered at the vastness and the silence of deep space. But the peace and stillness of the world of souls is far deeper and filled with the feeling of bliss. Whenever we wish, we can make the mental journey to that silent world and fill ourselves with quiet. This is our home of peace, where we can fill ourselves with as much serenity and tranquility as we want. Out there is only peace upon peace, filling our hearts.
Now we know we can be here and travel in our minds to the silent, luminous world of souls, simply in our minds by the power of thought. What else did we forget? What is the divine source, the ultimate energy that restores us and gives us all our power and qualities? Now, let us reconnect and direct our minds above and beyond to the source. We have been calling the divine by many names: God, Jehovah, Allah, Shiva, Shantai. We have built churches, gurudwaras, temples and mosques to God, and carved statues to represent the divine. We have even waged wars in the name of God. We performed so many sacrifices. We thought God is to be found in nature or in the sky. Then we thought that God is everywhere. Whenever we suffer, we call out to God for relief. But when we are happy again, we forget. We worshipped God as a human form, but at the same time, we don't know Him. Prophets and teachers tried to point the way to the divine, but yet no one has reached. In fact, God is our Father and our Mother. God is ours in all relationships. God can never be born like us, nor can the divine ever die. But God is the eternal light, the tiniest, most subtle point of invisible light. God is invisible to our material eyes, and we too are subtle beings like points of light. God dwells forever in the world of stillness and peace. We were once there too, in that golden silence. Then we came to the earth. We were born into our bodies and began to live our own stories. With the passage of time, we forgot our home and we forgot God. Now, God has returned to tell us who we are and to show us the secrets of time. God has come again to fill us with all the love, power and peace that we had lost for so long. Remember, remember, remember. Ours is an eternal relationship with the divine. How do we experience that eternal continuity? Let us look at the mysterious process of reincarnation and see how we move from one physical form to another. We souls are imperishable, and our bodies are like three-dimensional masks through which we express ourselves and experience the world.
Human life is filled with many experiences. From time to time, new and significant questions arise about the nature of our existence. Reincarnation provides an explanation for some of the mysteries. Why is it that some children are born with extraordinary abilities? Why is it that when we meet someone new, we get the feeling we have known this person before? These experiences and indicators can signal something about past lives. Science has proved that the energy of matter can neither be created nor destroyed. The human soul is also an energy, the life force that also can't be created or destroyed. The soul is an indestructible spiritual energy. The soul does not die, but takes a different form from one life to the next. From a mango seed, a mango tree will grow. In the same way, our soul is like a human seed, which will always take a human body. That means the human soul always takes a human birth. No soul ever dies, but takes the next life according to the karma of its previous life, and to play out its destined role. The concept of reincarnation distinguishes the soul from the role, which allows us to be detached from our present situation and to be neutral towards what has happened in the past. When we think of life as a drama, we become free from illusory constraints and fears. Remember that no one has ever ceased to exist, nor will they. We all continue, leaving one body and taking another.
Through our bodies, we perform a variety of actions: positive, negative, neutral, useful, necessary, and waste. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Those reactions may be instant, or it could be after a few months or years. Some reactions occur even lifetimes later. Let us look at the mystery of karma, the spiritual laws of action and reaction.
People today easily blame others for their own misfortune. But the laws of karma, which are also the laws of cause and effect, make it clear that the reason good or bad things happen to us depends on our own previous actions. This means if we want to improve the quality of our lives, we must improve the quality of our actions. In the world of natural science, Newton's third law states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Christianity reminds us that as you sow, so you reap. If we do something against anyone, sooner or later we will pay the price. A good action always produces a good result. Our bad actions rebound on us negatively. To understand the laws of karma fully, we must also take into consideration the question of reincarnation. The consequences of the positive or negative actions we perform in this life are carried with us to our next life. In fact, whatever happens to us at this time is the fruit of seeds of action we ourselves planted in a previous life. When we truly appreciate the laws of cause and effect, we can no longer blame anyone but ourselves for our circumstances or situation. Rather, we must graciously accept that they are the consequences of our own mistakes. It becomes clear to us why some are born rich and others poor or diseased. Knowing the laws of karma helps us to settle the accounts of the past by enduring present challenges with fortitude. At the same time, we are inspired to do positive actions to create a better future for ourselves. Whatever we do now, we will receive the fruit of that in the future.
The key to attaining the powers is yoga. Yoga is the simple, subtle, and powerful connection between the awakened soul and God, the Supreme Soul. Yoga is the way to tap into that supreme energy, that ocean of love, peace, and power, which will purify the soul. Let us enjoy the journey of yoga now. We worship deities because we respect them, and we want to acquire virtues and powers like them. We want our lives to be as beautiful and powerful as theirs. We desire spirituality and divinity, yet instead of striving for it through our own efforts, we are content simply to praise them. But when we practice Raj Yoga meditation, we can achieve the powers we once had. To enhance the quality of our lives, we can develop 8 special spiritual powers. The first is the power of discernment, the ability to distinguish and discriminate what is true from what is false and artificial. Second is the power of good judgment. This is the power with which we can recognize strengths and weaknesses and act appropriately. Third is the power to withdraw from the senses, becoming introverted, detached from external circumstances, and focused on the soul within. Fourth is the power of tolerance. By the power of tolerance, we can endure the many situations that come to us as tests and trials to crush our happiness and bring dark suffering. It allows us to endure graciously the hardships and challenges we encounter in life without stress or inner resistance. Fifth is the power to face. With this great inner power, we stand steadfastly against the storms and blows that strike us unexpectedly. Fearlessly and with patience, we face the downturns of life. Sixth is the power to accommodate. With this power, we adjust to the weaknesses of others and their limitations. like an ocean, accommodates whatever the great rivers empty into it, so also we accommodate others calmly, with good wishes and without resistance. Seventh is the power to pack up our thoughts and reactions. The power to pack up lets us stop what we are doing and respond immediately whenever we are called to do so. With this inner power, we can bring all details into a single clear point of understanding. We remain uninfluenced by sudden occurrences. Eighth is the power of cooperation. When we cooperate together, a great task is easy to accomplish. We accumulate and develop all 8 powers within us as we practice Raj Yoga. Our lives are empowered as we reclaim these special abilities that are our original divine gifts from God. The key to attaining the powers is yoga. Yoga is the simple, subtle, and powerful connection between the awakened soul and God, the Supreme Soul. Yoga is the way to tap into that supreme energy, that ocean of love, peace, and power, which will purify the soul. Let us enjoy the journey of yoga now. The experience of true and pure knowledge is yoga. I am a subtle and invisible point of divine light, a soul. The Father of my soul is also like me, but he is supreme and eternally blissful. The mental communion between the soul and God, the Supreme Soul, is the higher consciousness, where I, the soul, am immersed in the ocean of peace, love, and happiness. The term yoga seems to apply to a difficult practice, but in fact it is not so. The real meaning of yoga is remembrance. When the soul remembers the Supreme Soul with a true mind and heart, this is yoga. If we look deeply within ourselves, we will experience our own realness. The memory of the peaceful silence of God and our original abode will come alive. Yoga is the remembrance of that higher state when we were incorporeal, purely the energy of consciousness alone. Even while here in our bodies, we can evoke the memory of what that was like and experience it. The foundation of such deep experiences is knowledge and spiritual understanding, which take us beyond the limits of our familiar earthly world. We all have a right to peace and happiness, and it is there, waiting to be claimed. Through practicing Raj Yoga meditation, we can recover our lost powers and qualities. Learning Raj Yoga meditation is simple but subtle, and spiritual qualities are accumulated gradually over time. You can learn it here at this meditation center. Thank you for your attention.